Everybody, these are the answers to section 3D, I was only dreaming. Review of tenses, present, past, and future. The first exercise, you had to decide if the statements were true or false. Number 1, false. You can remember your dreams you had during the night when you wake up the following morning. However, if you don't tell somebody about it or write it down, you very quickly forget it. Number 2, true. Most experts would say that you do, although often as an onlooker rather than directly involved in the action. Number 3, true. Repetitive dreams are very common. They are often related to something frightening that happened in childhood. 4, true. Freud, Adler, Jung, and probably the most famous and modern-day psychoanalysts that continue to do so. Number 5, true. For example, Abraham Lincoln dreamed that he saw a president being assassinated a few days before his own assassination. After reading and listening to the audio, you had to complete the text. Well, but let's first just really quickly check the pictures here. The party was number 1, the champagne number 2, number 3 were the flowers, 4 the violin player, 5 the owl, and 6 the feet. Now let's go on down with the dialogue. Tell was the first one, were doing, drinking, talking, you, was drinking, happened, was, where, couldn't, could, was playing, so, did feel, remember, woke up, does, mean. If you need to listen again, remember you can pause and go back on the video and check again your answers. Now let's move on to the next section where you had to match the dreams with the meaning. So, that you're at a party, number 2, that you're drinking champagne, 3, about flowers, 4, that somebody's playing the violin, 5, about a novel, 6, and that you have cold feet, number 1. Okay, now we have to listen to that and see what was the interpretation. Yeah, okay, so let's move on to the next section where we have the tenses. Okay, here, present simple, you work in an office, continuous, I'm meeting her tonight, use see. I saw a novel, use be. Past continuous, I was drinking champagne, use if. Going to plus base form, you're going to meet a lot of people, use a. And will or won't plus base form, you will have a meeting with your boss, and this was use e. Now, moving on, let's go on to the pronunciation there, where you had to see where were the stress words. The stress words were have meeting boss. Number 2, somebody playing violin. Number 3, going meet people. 4, how feel. 5, meeting tonight. 6, doesn't love. And then moving on to the vocabulary, we have the prepositions. Dream about, listen to, talk about, wait for, agree with, write to, think of, think about, argue with, spoke to. Remember, most of the cases when we have these prepositions is by using them or by memorizing them, and sooner, the more you repeat them and practice, the more automatic it will become to use them. So let's we will stop right now, and then I'm going to make another video where I'm going to give you the answers for the next section. See you later.